Welcome into Chicago Bears now, just minutes after the Bears survive in advance. That's what we're going to call it here on Sunday. 33-27 in an offensive shootout in which Mitch Trubisky threw a pick in the end zone late, and I was like, oh no! But they end up surviving a key fourth down stop and then also a Hail Mary stop at the end of the game. Bears survive, and their playoff hopes are very much alive as they improve to 7-7. Minnesota at 6-8, all but eliminated out of the NFC playoff picture. We're going to break this one down over the next few minutes, but first, what is your one-word reaction to the Bears win over the Vikings? How about survive? All today was about was winning. Doesn't matter how, doesn't need to be pretty. The offense did a lot of good things, tried to give it away late, but overall, survive, move on. You get to 7-7, you get the Jags next week before potentially a pivotal game against Green Bay in Week 17. So give me your one-word reaction to the Bears getting it done over the Minnesota Vikings. And while you're getting your one-word reaction in, subscribe to Chicago Bears now. If nothing else, this team keeps it interesting, and we're going to break it down for you guys every single day here on the channel. So hit that big red button and subscribe today. We cover the latest Bears rumors, news, game previews, post-game shows. We do it all. Subscribe so you don't miss any of it. All right, Mitchell Trubisky, great first half. Didn't do a ton in the second half, but he was efficient. Outside of his fourth quarter interception with 3 minutes left, which could have been a disaster, he played good, efficient football. Not huge numbers, but 15 of 21, 202 yards, 1 touchdown, and then that late interception, like I said. Mitch Trubisky is playing good football, and Bill Lazor, the Bears offensive coordinator, he's calling a quarterback-friendly game right now. A lot of bootlegs, play actions, getting Mitch on the edge, utilizing his mobility, and giving him easy reads. I give Bill Lazor a lot of credit. I give Matt Nagy a lot of credit for handing over the play-calling duties to Lazor. He's gotten into a rhythm, and yeah, we'll talk about David Montgomery. They fed him today, but Mitch Trubisky, overall an efficient game, had the one bad mistake, but overall was pretty solid overall. Grade Mitch Trubisky's performance, A, B, C, D, or F. This will be the pinned comment on today's video. Can't give him an A because that late pick hurts and that could have cost him. I'll give him a B, solid overall, managed the game and made a lot of big-time throws, especially in the first half. I give Trubisky a B. Go ahead and grade him for me in the comments. The real star of the game was David Montgomery. I mean, I think the Bears coaching staff watched our last video or whatever video that was when I said, feed David Montgomery. Okay, 32 carries, $146, and 2 touchdowns. By the way, the first Bears running back since 1951 to have 5 touchdown runs in the month of November. Oh, and by the way, he has another game to go. David Montgomery is this team's best player right now, especially on offense. He needs to be a focal point moving forward. He's got a real chance of hitting the 1,000-yard marker on the season. I believe he's at 896. After today. He's come on really, really strong. He might end up winning NFC Player of the Month for offensive players if he has a strong finish next week against Jacksonville, which I would very much anticipate. David Montgomery, it took him a long time to get going this season, but this offensive line has improved, and they've finally decided to feed Montgomery. Great game today. The Bears were extremely balanced overall and relied on their run game to help chew some of this clock. All right, get going with our sports betting partner. It is Bet Rivers. I hope you hit the over on this game because it crushed very, very easily. 60 points. Chatsports.com/BetIL, chatsports.com/BetIN. They're going to give you a 100% deposit match. And you can actually place a bet, but only if you're in the state of Illinois or in the state of Indiana. For you Illinois folks, it's chatsports.com/BetIL. If you're in Indiana, it's chatsports.com/BetIN. Hey, keep betting the overs because this Bears offense is playing well and the defense not so great. We'll talk about them a little bit later on. But make some money. Bet Rivers. Playoffs are just around the corner. You can have some fun doing that. All right, next up here, Allen Robinson. We'll talk about the receivers a little bit. Solid, had a couple of key catches, 4 catches, 83 yards. That's a down game for him. Still pretty good overall. I really liked what I saw from Darnell Mooney, the rookie receiver. They got him in space, utilized him early, had that nice touchdown early on in the game on that play action where Trubisky found him out into the flat, made some guys miss on a couple of his catches today. Keep getting him involved because he is a speed demon out in open space. I thought he was solid, 49 yards on 4 catches. and a touchdown for Chicago. Darnell Mooney, I think, is a guy moving forward that really has a chance to be a solid number 2 receiver. That's why it's really important to keep Allen Robinson in Chicago, but we're talking more about Mooney today. And if you love Darnell Mooney, type L in the comments. Spam it for me down below. I better see hundreds of L's in there because, hey, I give Ryan Pace a lot of grief. To find this guy in the 5th round, though, we got to be fair. We got to be objective. And Darnell Mooney's been a solid addition to this Bears offense. He was good today. Type L if you like what you're seeing from Darnell Mooney. Take a look at the defense a little bit here today. Not great. I thought Dalvin Cook really ran him over. You give up 27 points. You get some key red zone stops there. Forced a couple of chip shots from Dan Bailey. I thought that was critical in this game as well. Over 400 yards, though. The only takeaway on the Hail Mary, so didn't really threaten to turn the Vikings over. Did get that key 4th down stop, though. So, like I said, timely plays today. The volume stats, not very good. Too many yards, too many 3rd down conversions, but some red zone stops. Fourth and 1 stop twice in this game. That was critical. So timely plays. Oh, and by the way, Robert Quinn made a play. That was big as well. His strip sack to force a punt early on in the football game. Overall, not great from the defense. So I'll ask you guys to grade it A, B, C, D, or F. How do you guys think the defense played in this game? I'm going to go like a C. It was good enough because the offense played well. I can't go much higher, though, than a C in this one because you're not built to win a shootout in most games. Like, I know the offense is playing better, but I'm going to go C overall. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. A, B, C, D, or F on the defense. I just want to get a couple of more thoughts here on this one as the Bears get it done 33-27. You're not out of the woods, right? We know this team has to win out. You got Jacksonville next week. You've got Green Bay in Week 17. We all think they're going to beat the Jags. Got to stay focused. Can't get caught looking ahead to Week 17. Arizona's playing right now. If you're watching right as this video goes out, cheer for the Philadelphia Eagles because Arizona is the team you have to catch. Tampa Bay almost lost, but they didn't. So you're not going to catch Tampa unless they lose their last 2 and you win your last 2. So that's not going to happen. But all you could focus on today was winning this game. And that is what the Bears did, outgunning the Vikings 33-27 up in Minnesota. That was a huge game for the Bears. And a lot of jobs potentially on the line in this one. And Matt Nagy, Trubisky, Pace, they all live to see another day in Chicago as they get it done 33-27.